The conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, a Lebanese Shia Islamist political party and militant group, is a complex and protracted struggle with roots stretching back to the Israeli invasion of Lebanon in 1982. While often punctuated by periods of relative calm, the underlying tensions and intermittent clashes have shaped the political landscape of the region for decades. This article examines the period from 1982 to 2000, tracing the evolution of this conflict and its lasting impact. The 1982 Lebanon War and the rise of Hezbollah. The 1982 Lebanon War, launched by Israel with the aim of expelling the Palestine Liberation Organization, PLO, from southern Lebanon, proved to be a turning point. While the PLO was ultimately forced to relocate its operations, the war also created a vacuum that allowed for the emergence of new actors, most notably Hezbollah. Hezbollah, with support from Iran, quickly established itself as a potent force, resisting the Israeli presence in southern Lebanon. The group's guerrilla tactics and suicide attacks inflicted significant casualties on Israeli forces, gradually turning the occupation into a costly and unpopular endeavor within Israel. The South Lebanon Conflict, 1985 to 2000. Following Israel's partial withdrawal from Lebanon in 1985, a low-intensity conflict ensued in the southern Lebanon Security Zone, an area Israel maintained control over to prevent attacks on its northern border. This period, often referred to as the South Lebanon Conflict, was characterized by constant skirmishes, rocket attacks, and retaliatory strikes between Hezbollah and the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, along with its ally, the South Lebanon Army, SLA. The conflict saw both sides employing various tactics. Hezbollah relied on guerrilla warfare, utilizing ambushes, roadside bombs, and Katyusha rocket attacks targeting northern Israel. The IDF responded with airstrikes, artillery bombardments, and ground operations aimed at disrupting Hezbollah's activities. Escalation and shifting strategies. The conflict witnessed several periods of escalation. In 1993, Israel launched Operation Accountability in response to Hezbollah rocket attacks, causing widespread damage in Lebanon. Similarly, Operation Grapes of Wrath in 1996 aimed to halt Hezbollah's rocket fire, but also resulted in civilian casualties, most notably the Qana massacre. These events underscored the challenges of asymmetrical warfare and the difficulty of achieving decisive military victories against a determined guerrilla force. The Israeli public increasingly questioned the purpose and cost of the continued occupation of southern Lebanon. The 2000 withdrawal and its aftermath. In May 2000, under Prime Minister Ehud Barak, Israel unilaterally withdrew its forces from southern Lebanon, fulfilling a key election promise. This withdrawal was largely seen as a victory for Hezbollah, which claimed to have forced Israel out through its resistance. The withdrawal, however, did not bring an end to the conflict. Tensions remained high along the border, with disputes over the Sheba Farms area and continued Hezbollah activity. This volatile situation would eventually erupt into another major conflict in 2006. A legacy of conflict. The Israel-Hezbollah conflict from 1982 to 2000 left a lasting legacy on both sides. It solidified Hezbollah's position as a major political and military force in Lebanon and the region, while also highlighting the limitations of military power in dealing with guerrilla warfare. The period laid the groundwork for future confrontations and continues to shape the complex dynamics between Israel and Lebanon.